Right. So welcome to the continuation of the concept in the finite word length effects. So as we have discussed in the previous lecture, so we have two different types of number system representations as floating point number system and the fixed point number system. So when we try to do some processing using these any of these two number systems and obtain the result, you will have the result such that the binary value may have the digits that may exceed the size of the register that you try to store. So you have to discard those many number of least significant bits in order to fit the length of the register, or you have to make your output, that is result of your processing by fixed point or floating point arithmetic operations, equal to the size of the register or the length of the register. So this elimination or discardation of the output that is obtained can be done using two different methods. So these two methods comes under the concept of quantization. So, and these methods are called as truncation and rounding. So we will be discussing about the concept of quantization by truncation and rounding. So these truncation and rounding, as obviously we know that they introduce the error in the output, right? So here another important parameter that we have to observe. So in the previous discussion also we have stated that is quantization step. Now what is quantization step? Before going to exactly discuss what is truncation and rounding, so let me first define this quantization step. Now what is this quantization step? In general, any of the binary representations that you consider, either with respect to the coefficients from the filter or the sum of the product that has been obtained, will always be in the range -1 to +1, right? So the range will be from -1 to +1. Now let we consider a b-bit binary representation, right? So b-bit binary representation for a given decimal number. Right, such that I can have 2 to the power of b codes for representing this decimal number. If I have a b-bit binary representation for representing the decimal number, I can have 2 to the power of b codes for representing it. So the quantization step size can now be defined as quantization step size. Right. So this can now be defined as the ratio of the range with respect to this number of codes that you are considering, 2 to the power of b. Right. So now what is the range? 1 minus of -1, because it is from -1 to +1 is the range. So total 2 by 2 power b. Right. So 2 by 2 power b. So I can write it as 1 by 2 to the power of b minus 1. Okay, so or 1 by 2 power small b, where small b equal to capital B minus 1. Okay, so this capital B is the binary representation including sign bit, whereas this small b, which is equal to b minus 1, we are excluding the sign bit. That is the difference you have to observe. Okay. So this is the size of the binary including sign bit, size of the binary excluding sign bit. Okay. So B represents size of binary including sign bit, and this B represents size of binary excluding sign bit. Okay, so this is the difference that you observe between capital B and small b. So hope you understood what is quantization step size. So the range of numbers that we can represent, either it could be a result of filter coefficient or the input that you are representing or the output that you have obtained by multiplication or addition, will be in the range from -1 to 1. Right? If I'm representing a b-bit binary for a particular decimal number. I can have 2 power b codes for that, and the ratio of these two, the range and the number of codes that we have 2 power b, will give you the quantization step size. So this can be represented in this way. Now we'll go to the actual discussion. So as I have told you, so this quantization can be processed or can be done in two different methods as truncation and rounding. Now what is truncation? The first method is truncation. So truncation, I hope you know the definition of truncation. We ignore or we discard all the least bits next to the least significant bit. That is what truncation is.